After leaving behind the tranquility of Miyajima and the solemnity of the Hiroshima Peace Memorial, it was time to shift gears, literally. We boarded the Shinkansen heading to Osaka. And when I say heading, I mean 300 kilometers per hour of Japanese elegance. The train is so quiet and spotless that if you drop a crumb, you feel like you owe an apology to the entire universe. On the way to Osaka, we made a strategic stop at Himeji Castle, a white gem that looks like it came straight out of a samurai movie. Except here, you're not battling anyone, just resisting the urge to take a photo every 2 steps. Also known as the White Egret for the elegant way it seems to rise above the city, the castle has a history that begins in 1333, when Norimura Akamatsu built the first fort on this hill. The structure we see today was completed in 1609, after 8 years of work by Ikeda Terumasa, the son-in-law of the great shogun Tokugawa Ieyasu, a true family project, but on an imperial scale. The complex is enormous. 83 interconnected buildings linked by corridors and maze-like passages designed to confuse invaders. In fact, the defensive system is so clever that even modern-day tourists can get lost trying to find the right exit. Not that I'm speaking from experience. But the real magic of Himeji Castle is that it has survived intact for over 4 centuries. It wasn't destroyed by wars, fires, or earthquakes, and it even miraculously escaped damage during World War II. One bomb fell in its courtyard but didn't explode. If that's not divine luck, I don't know what is. In 1993, Himeji became one of Japan's first UNESCO World Heritage Sites, recognized for its impeccable state of preservation and architectural mastery, blending elegance with military efficiency. In short, Himeji is the kind of castle that makes you want to be a samurai for a day, but one who knows how to appreciate air conditioning and a snack from a kombini afterward. After ticking off another piece of history, we hopped back on the train and headed to Osaka, the city where everything pulses. The lights, the advertisements, the people, and even the food. Our first stop, Namba, the commercial and entertainment heart of Osaka. Here, everything pulses. Lights, voices, smells, massive screens, and an energy that never sleeps. Along the canal lies the famous Dotonbori, where urban Japan seems to put on a show. Giant billboards, like the iconic Glico man sprinting in victory against a neon backdrop, reflect in the water, creating an image instantly recognizable in any travel guide. All around, restaurants compete with theatrical decorations, giant octopuses, dragons emerging from walls, enormous mechanical fish, all a visual feast. The air is thick with the irresistible aroma of takoyaki, fried octopus balls, and okonomiyaki, Japanese savory pancake with cabbage and sweet salty sauce, while street vendors hand you hot portions with a smile and a cheerful arigato. The place is so vibrant, it feels like it has its own time zone. Day and night melt into each other in a continuous spectacle of neon, laughter, and the jingling of bicycles. Every corner feels like a movie set, and the city's rhythm grabs hold of you without escape. A perfect blend of chaos, flavor, and authentic Japanese charm. After letting ourselves get carried away by the wild energy of Dotonbori, a place that never sleeps, we headed for the subway. A few stops later, we surfaced into an entirely different scene. Shinsekai, Osaka's new world. Except this new world seems to have been frozen somewhere in the 1950s. The atmosphere shifts subtly, yet remains just as captivating. The neon doesn't disappear. It simply transforms into nostalgic hues that seem to pulse in rhythm with our footsteps. The narrow streets form a maze of retro eateries, old posters, and hand-painted signs, each corner whispering a hidden story. In the heart of the neighborhood rises the Tsūtenkaku Tower, glowing at night like a beacon of both past and present. An adorable mix of Japanese kitsch, nostalgia, and the feeling of an endless festival. After so much wandering, it's time to treat ourselves to Okonomiyaki, Osaka's signature savory pancake. Imagine a rich blend of cabbage, batter, meat, or seafood, grilled on a hot plate and topped with sweet spicy sauce, creamy mayonnaise, and dancing bonito flakes that sway in the heat. Every bite is a perfect balance of textures and flavors, a culinary experience that tastes like the very soul of Osaka in a single dish. And since we're in the area, we can't ignore the local izakayas, those small, lively bar restaurants. And if you manage to find a free seat, which is no easy task, there's an almost unwritten rule to order at least one serving of Kushikatsu, crispy, deep-fried skewers, both crunchy and delicious, because otherwise, you risk leaving without tasting a vital part of the city's soul. Traditional, flavorful, and cooked right in front of you, they're a true symbol of Osaka's cuisine. After a day spent in Osaka, a city that doesn't just breathe but dances in lights and flavors, it's hard not to get carried away by its rhythm. But Japan doesn't end here. Tomorrow morning will change the scene once again, leaving behind the urban rush and heading to Nara, where deer roam freely among ancient temples and silence seems to speak with the voice of nature. Another day, another world, just an hour away.